Bandit have finally released popular tele-evangelist Reverend Mike Ochigbo. Popular Nigerian tele-evangelist and motivational speaker Reverend Mike Ochigbo has been released by his captors, that is, the Fulani bandits. According to reports from our reliable source, Ochigbo regains his freedom in the early hours of Friday following the alleged payment of a hefty ransom of 10 million naira. This information was revealed by a police officer who had been diligently tracking the whereabouts of the abductors. According to the officer, we had been closely monitoring their movements and engaging in negotiations when suddenly news reached us that a sum of 10 million naira had been delivered to the criminals. The successful payment reportedly resulted in the safe evacuation of Ochigbo and his companion, Pastor John Moses, from Makohi Hills, located approximately 8 kilometers away from the 23rd Brigade headquarters of the Nigerian Army in Yola, the capital city of Adamawa State. It is worth recalling that Reverend Ochigbo, a renowned tele-evangelist and motivational speaker, was abducted by unidentified gunmen who suddenly demanded a hefty ransom of 40 million naira for his release. The incident took place on Tuesday night and was confirmed by the State Police Command. Popular Nigerian musician and son of legendary singer Anikulapo Kuti by the name Shehu Kuti has recounted his experience in police detention. The singer was remanded at the State Criminal Investigations and Intelligence Department, Panti, in Yaba, Lagos, on the orders of the Yaba Chief Magistrate Court for assaulting a police officer in a viral video. According to a report from Daily Post, Shehu Kuti was finally granted bail on Tuesday after spending 8 days in detention. Taken to his official Instagram page on Friday, Shehu Kuti shared his harsh experience in jail. He said that he was made to lay down on hard cold floor in the midst of prisoners. He however added that it was still better than sitting in the devil's house with politicians. Shehu Kuti was trending last week after he was spotted in a viral video slapping and beating a police officer on uniform. His arrest was later ordered by the Inspector General of Police, where his case was tried at the Yaba Magistrate Court in Lagos. After spending 8 years in detention, he was later released on bail. Right now, he has flown abroad, saying that his experience in detention is better than his experience with evil politicians in Nigeria. The African Action Congress AAC presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has attacked President Muhammadu Buhari over the commissioning of some roads, projects and bridges. Sowore described Buhari as the worst president Nigeria ever had in its history, faulting the commissioning of road projects virtually. Sowore, in a tweet, claimed that Buhari is a disaster. According to the tweet that he wrote on Twitter, he said, "Yesterday, Nigeria's worst president ever at M. Buhari commissioned roads, projects and bridges that hadn't been completed. To be smart about it, he commissioned them visually from his Aso Rock office. Second Niger Bridge in Delta/Anambra, Lokoja Oweto Bridge in Nasarawa, Benue, Akon Bridge in Cross River State, Kaduna/Kano Road is not completed. But yet he went on to commission an uncompleted project. He described Buhari as the worst president that Nigeria has ever had. Outgoing Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has stated that it is now time for another person to take up the mantle of leadership, having run a good race and finished his course. President Muhammadu Buhari stated this on Thursday after the investiture of national honors of the Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic (GCFR) and the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger (GCON) on President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima at the State House Conference Center in Abuja. There was gridlock as guests, including members of the diplomatic corps, struggled to get to the venue of the event amid tight security checks. Buhari, who also handed over the transition document and the symbolic baton of service to Tinubu after the conferment of the national honors, congratulated the two men on their well-deserved victory at the February 25th, 2023 presidential elections. According to his words, "I have run a good race. I have finished my course. It is now time for another person to take up the mantle of leadership," he said. The president stated that the administration was faced with many challenges at inception and worked hard to tackle Hydra-headed issues. This administration from inception has faced security challenges such as insurgency, oil theft, kidnapping, as well as corruption, which has eaten deep into the system. With the political will and support of many Nigerians, especially our armed forces, insurgency, terrorism, and kidnapping have been reduced to their barest minimum, while corruption has been tackled headlong. Despite the aforementioned challenges, our administration has made economic gain over the years, while acknowledging the turbulent times and global economic meltdown occasioned by the world oil crisis and most recently the COVID-19 pandemic. Our economy has remained afloat and strong. Our administration's commitment and determination in infrastructural upliftment of Nigerians have remained unshaken, he said. President Muhammadu Buhari further stated that his administration is among the best in Nigeria and that he has already done his best and will now hand over power gladly to Bola Ahmed Tinubu to continue his legacy. Police debunk bomb explosion rumor at the Eagle Square, venue for the May 29 presidential handover. Contrary to information that emerged last Tuesday night over alleged bomb explosion at the Eagle Square, venue of the May 29, 2023 presidential inauguration, the FCT Police Command has debunked the story. Police Public Relations Officer SP Josephine Ade, in a statement in Abuja, said coastal bus headed towards the Inyanya Axis caught fire within the vicinity of the Eagle Square at about 9 p.m. According to her words, on Tuesday, May 23, 2023, at about 9 p.m., a coastal bus heading towards the Inyanya Axis from Wuse was noticed with burning flames underneath, suspected to be due to a mechanical fault. The driver's attention was eventually gotten close to Eagle Square by Shehu Shagari Way, where the flames increased. The occupant safely alerted before the fire raced down the bus. No life or personal effect other than the raised vehicle was damaged, as the situation was aptly managed by police operatives from the Central Police Station, thereby curbing any form of escalation, SP Ade stated. According to her, members of the public are therefore enjoined to disregard contrary and misleading narratives emanating from malicious and misguided quarters, even as the command continues to intensify the security of the territory in this transitional period and beyond. She, however, stated that there is no bomb blast at the Eagle Square, that what Nigerians were hearing was just a mere speculation. She went on to state that the handover inauguration will still take place at the Eagle Square in Abuja on May 29, 2023, where Muhammadu Buhari will officially hand over power to President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Supreme Court of Nigeria have dismissed PDP suit against Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima over double nominations. The Supreme Court has rejected the People's Democratic Party PDP suit against the alleged double nomination of Kasim Shettima, upholding the decision of the lower court. The Apex Court concurred that the PDP lacked the legal standing to bring the case forward. Justice Adamu Juaro, who delivered the judgment, expressed the court's agreement that the PDP had interfered as an unauthorized party, characterizing their involvement as that of an unnecessary meddler. The court emphasized that the matter at hand was an internal affair of the All Progressive Congress APC and thus beyond the jurisdiction of the PDP. Notably, the PDP has been ordered to pay a sum of 2 million naira, even though the lawsuit itself was dismissed on the ground of lacking merit. The justice further denounced the PDP's conduct, accusing them of intentionally misleading the court and expressing their disappointment with such tactics, deeming them regrettable. The court, however, stated that the suit against Bola Ahmed Tinubu by Atiku Abubakar has been dismissed because the suit lacked merit. The court finally stated that the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as President of Nigeria will still take place on the 29th of May 2023 as the case brought before them by the People's Democratic Party PDP is null and void.